welcome to our CESI Talks. CESI Talks is part of the project Workers and the European Parliament. We want to bring to the attentions of workers what the actions of the European Parliament are at this moment in time of the European Union. We know it's a difficult time for everybody. We want to get out of this crisis, and there is a lot of things going on at European level that is going to obviously impact national level as well. Today, we have the pleasure of having Marta Pilati, which is Policy Assistant for the Cabinet of the European Commissioner Ferreira. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
So we want to talk about today about the cohesion policy, like the 2014-2021 and now the 2021-2027. What has changed and what is new for the 21-2027 agenda?
Thank you, Sarah. So for the 21-27 period, the funding that has been allocated to economic, social and territorial cohesion is 392 billion euros. Including the Just Transition Fund, which this represents more or less a third of the EU budget. The policy focuses, of course, on the countries that need it most and the regions that need it most, which is crucial to reduce disparities and is the intrinsic logic of cohesion policy. Let me try to summarize briefly the main changes with the previous period. In the new period, the one that just started, the policy has been modernized and has now 5 policy objectives. This replaced the 11 thematic objectives that were until 2020. And the 5 policy objectives will be geared towards a Europe that is smarter, greener, more connected, more social and closer to its citizens. So these are the 5 objectives. And we have thematic concentration requirements that will ensure that the bulk of resources are focused on the key priorities underpinning the twin transitions, so green and digital, while of course taking into account the situation and the needs of member states and of regions. So this is the first big change. A second change is that the climate targets have been strengthened. At least 30% of spending under the Regional Development Fund and 37% of the Cohesion Fund have to contribute to climate targets. A third change is that the cohesion policy has become more flexible. There are numerous possibilities to transfer funds, to transfer resources between funds, both within cohesion policy and also towards other EU instruments, and also between categories of regions, because this allows a better targeting of regional needs. A fourth change is that the new European Territorial Cooperation Programme, which is more usually known as Interreg, will be simplified and extended, and it will also have a special strand for outermost regions. And lastly, but not least, there has been a far-reaching simplification of procedures address both the beneficiaries and programme authorities so that the programmes can be implemented more easily and with less bureaucratic steps.
Thank you very much. So cohesion is a very strong part of the agenda for the European Union. Can you tell us a little bit more in particular what the EU is doing to strengthen social cohesion in the Union?
Yeah, of course, clearly promoting and strengthening social cohesion is one of the objectives of cohesion policy. And this is done by reducing disparities in the level of economic development of the EU regions. In particular, there is the European Social Fund that has been investing for decades on employment, social protection, social inclusion, education skills, and also more recently to respond to the socioeconomic consequences of the pandemic, the COVID pandemic. For the 2021-27 period, the European Social Fund Plus will have a budget of approximately 100 billion euros, so that's a quite strong budget, and this will be used to invest in supporting young people, education training, combating child poverty, social innovation, reskilling, upskilling the workforce, also to adjust to the green and digital transitions. Also, the Recovery and Resilience Facility has a very strong social component. The recovery plans that have been submitted by member states cover a broad range of reforms and investments that contribute to social cohesion and resilience, but also education and skills. I can give you some examples. Practically all plans propose measures to strengthen healthcare systems and to boost skills, education and training. A majority of plans include active labour market policies and actions to make public employment services more effective. And lastly, a majority, again, of national plans also include measures for improving social protection, social services, and also support social housing. So there's different instruments that contribute to social cohesion.
Great, thank you. And as you know, COVID has only been speeding up some of the changes that we're experiencing right now. We're talking about green and digital transition. Us as a trade union, we want to monitor the situation because we know that maybe the most vulnerable groups of our society may be left behind, and we do not want to impact more on these people. We want to make them get out of this crisis and have them equal opportunity. So why is it important for the green and digital transition to invest in the cohesion policies?
This is a very important question and a crucial one, because clearly the shift to a climate neutral and a digital society and economy, on the one hand, they can generate a variety of benefits, first and foremost for our planet, clearly, but also for our economy. They can create new industry jobs, increase productivity, and allow to reach new markets. However, it's important to remember that different social groups and regions are differently equipped to face these transitions and to reap the benefits. For example, but there are others, it may be particularly challenging for areas that rely very much on carbon-intensive industries. Similarly, the digital transition will require major investments to expand, for example, the high-speed broadband, IT skills across generations, and also to support the uptake of new technologies. So there is a crucial need for investment in making sure that disparities are not exacerbated, and EU investment and reform support also from cohesion policy can help close these gaps. Again, I can give you some examples on how cohesion policy is expected to do this. The policy will contribute approximately 100 billion euros to climate and environment related projects over the next 7 years. And this includes investment in infrastructure projects, but also financing for innovation in greening and digitalizing the economy. And in particular, we have a special instrument for a fair green transition, which is called the Just Transition Mechanism. This has been developed to mitigate the socioeconomic impacts in the most affected areas. And the way it will function is that funding from the Just Transition Fund will boost economic diversification, but also support reskilling, for example, training and job-seeking assistance for those that are impacted by the green transition.
Thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all the information that you've given us. There is a lot going on, so we will monitor what the impacts are of the policy and how maybe we can adjust it as the situation moves forward. So hopefully we can update each other again in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you very much. Thank you.